Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I am going to Europe. So I'm going to France, Belgium and the Netherlands via the boats over there. Currently in Dover. So let's get into the port and across the channel. So we're off the boat into France. Bonjour. Le petit déjeuner, that's about where my French runs out. Or pain au chocolat. My pronunciation's not amazing. But yes, that's where we are. We've just come off the boat at Dunkirk, heading for Bruges today. I hope you can hear me. I've got the camera currently mounted to my handlebars, and that's my phone pinging. Anyone behind me? No, it's empty. It's amazing. There's already a bike lane. Google Maps did try to send me down effectively a highway with no bike infrastructure, but that's Google Maps for you. Anyway, onwards, semi-northeast direction towards Belgium. In this nice French town, I think it's Lune Plage, this area, before you actually get to the actual Dunkirk town. So we're getting closer to Dunkirk now. Two bicyclists ahead of me have just fixed a flat and have overtaken me again, so that's quite amusing. We were all on the same boat, but they seem like they're a bit lighter loaded than I and a bit faster bikes than I have. But that's okay, we're all going at our own paces. Everyone's like, oh yeah, we'll all ride the same car together, and then everybody just splits up after we get off the boat, which is rather amusing. Anyway, enjoying the ride so far, enjoying the flat terrain, much flatter than Brighton, and yeah, we're having a good time. So just currently in a town square in Dunkirk, there's this large, I can only assume it's a church here, and then there's also this tower here with a clock at the top, so clock tower, and then there's that building over there. I think I'm actually on a junction, so I'm just going to move a little bit. Oh, panniers caught. The joys of cycle touring. Anyway, yes, we're in a central square. Is that a war memorial maybe? Don't know, I don't really know French. Something about combatants, yeah, probably is a war memorial. 1793 to 1917, so end of World War One, just about for that one on the date. But yes, this is Dunkirk. We've got some snacks from a little supermarket place. Got some orange tuna, Haribos and some Nutella biscuits. Don't know why that information is relevant, but I thought I'd let you know. Got some water with me, and yeah, just enjoying some of the sights. Gonna head for the docks and then ride to Belgium. And this is the other building, again in a town square. We were just up that road over there. Yeah, very pretty. I can't understand what it is, perhaps a town hall or a museum. But it's, yeah, a rather nice building nonetheless. Led me to this little bike path. It seems to go on quite a way actually. Can't see an end. But it's next to this railway. I don't know if the railway gets use. Single track, it could get use. It's got high fences, so they're trying to keep people out. So there must be some sort of trains going past at some point. But yeah, nice to have bikes provided infrastructure next to railways, so you can travel in both ways, and then a local street next to it. Yeah, getting out of Dunkirk now, heading east, or I guess northeast, towards the border, and just enjoying the weather and the scenery. These rail tracks, at least here, are looking very overgrown. Over there though, further left they don't, but they do look a bit run down, you could say. Oh, there's a gap in the fence there. Somebody's broken in at some point. And there was an abandoned platform a little while ago, so like properly overgrown. Nothing there, no like station building, just a platform in the middle where like the one sort of track went around it. So seems long out of use. Maybe used for something, I don't know. Don't know why I'm fixated on this railway so much. It's just interesting that it just seems in the middle of nowhere and it had an abandoned station. And it's nice to have this little cycle track next to it. Google Maps currently says that 3 hours and 33 minutes away from Bruges, 70 kilometres. So still got a ways to go. That's what, 60 miles probably? Oh, it's a war cemetery. I'm going to stop a second and take the camera off. French wartime cemetery here. Could be World War II with the evacuation. Could be World War One. Some flags over there in the distance. A EU and a UK flag, so it could be another grave over there, another burial site. But yeah, it's quite a nice spot this. So separated from the railway, it's now the right of this road here, right of the bushes, and it seems to just end up at a closed fence and what looks like a bit of an abandoned warehouse or factory of some sort. I can't really see it from the GoPro angle, but yes, the mystery is solved. It looks pretty underutilised, but hey, there we go, mystery solved of where it ends up. And a massive factory on the right here. It is some rather nice scenery though, this area. Quite close to the coast here. On the left it's like sand dunes and things. So it looks like on the map there's a beach quite close. I don't think I'm going to stop at this beach or anything, but just nice to ride past. Getting quite windy. Plenty of people out enjoying the weather on their bicycles, which is good to see. So we've just crossed the border into Belgium, just taken a couple of pictures with the border sign, because why not? Going over this lovely, I think it's a river, but it's sort of half been turned into a canal. It's so straight. We've got very straight rivers around here. I feel like there were rivers that got turned into canals. Anyway, heading back to this bike park. It's sort of turned into gravel here. It'll be fine on these tyres. But yes, country number 3 of the day and of the trip. How long have we got left, does Google Maps say? If I could switch to it. 3 hours. Okay, that's pretty decent. And yeah, still having a good time. Oh look, there's horses there. Hello horses, or should I say bonjour, hello? I think this is Flanders, I think they speak Dutch in this part of Belgium, so I said hello. I don't think my pronunciation is right there, but I'm trying. And yeah, this is just a really pleasant place to be. There's a little path by the river. Belgium. Very flat, but very pretty at the same time. Also quite windy. We haven't been in Belgium for very long, just across the border, but yeah, still very pretty. Same as France, back over the other side. Got to push this part, it seems like. Still nice views. Nice bridge with some bushes on it, and little planters even. We're riding into another town now. I don't actually know what town it is, to be honest. What if I zoom out on the map? Can I see the name? It looks like. Again, probably got that pronunciation completely wrong. But yeah, coming into this town, 2 hours away from Bruges now, we've still got 40 days. Oh, it's a tram. I like trams. Off it goes. Is this the road it wants me to go on? No one wants me to go the other side on that right down. Oh yeah, a bit cobbled, but again, another pleasant town. Nice, they got trams. It's a shame they're not grassy tram tracks. But yeah, nice place. Nice little street there. Kind of wish I rode on that road now, but oh well. I followed the directions. But yeah, still a pleasant. Seems pleasant enough around here. Just been following a long canal path all the way into this town for what's felt like miles. Probably was 5 or 10 miles at least. It was pleasant, but just a long way. Straight roads. Some flags up. The Flanders flag and the Belgian flag. And other EU country flags. Nice. Going past the trams again. There's a bus stop as well. Steep slope here, for Belgium anyway. I don't know what that is there. What does it say on the map? I don't know. I don't speak enough of the local language, but that's a pretty cool building. Lots of rivers or canals feeding into here. Going out that way, I presume, is the sea. Got bike lanes, tram tracks, little houses. It's a nice little town, this. Anyway, onwards and upwards to Bruges. Okay, we've left the town now, back out onto the canals. Wind turbines on the left, I'm not sure if they're in camp shots or not. The GoPro's lens is wide, but I don't know if it's that wide. Again, it was just a really nice place. We left the town, went past that monument, and now out onto the open roads again. Let's go check. Going left here. Away from the canal for a bit. I don't know what the next town is I'm heading for. I'm just following Google Maps. brilliant. All on canal paths and little like farm tracks like this. He's going for it. Yeah, hello cows. Have you got any water? Could I have some water? Hello. Or bonjour. I don't know, which language do these cows speak? Or do they just say moo? And yeah, this is the sort of ramblings that go on inside my head. What language do the cows speak when we run past them? As if they care. Riding along another bigger canal now. It is next to a road here. Gone past, I think, Ostend, not sure how to pronounce it. Less than an hour to where I'm staying in Bruges now. Getting there, we're getting close. Ran out of water, which is annoying. Haven't found anywhere to fill up the water, so need to work on that a bit more tomorrow. But yeah, so far so good. Hello everyone, good morning on day 2 and welcome to Bruges. So today I am going to be riding to the Netherlands, but before that we're going to have a look around town. Got my bike here, just been having a baton and some cola, and we're going to go ride around and see what Bruges has to offer. I didn't vlog anything from last night when I had a meal and slept at the hostel, but yes, we're going to go and have a look around, see what we can find. So now we're heading into the main town square. We have the big bell tower in front of us. It's rather nice. I don't know how much of that is actually in view on the camera. It's got a pretty wide lens. We're going to do a lap of this. Got lots of flags up down here. Lots of restaurants lining the place. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't really notice. That was a nice little pretty alleyway. Just here. That's quite cute. A nice photo. Oh, there's a little river here. Let's have a look at the little river. And there's this, oh, there's another big tower. I'm going to take a walk into here and see what's going on. Oh wow, that's good view. Camera's a bit too low. Yeah, that's a good view. There's little canals as well, which is very pretty. I do like a canal. And yeah, it's just a nice square. I kind of want to find out what this is. It does look a bit churchy, I'm not sure. So it seems there's some kind of museum set up in there. I'm not sure what the museum is about, but there is some sort of museum. Let's continue our ride around the town, see what we can find. I think these little white signs here with bicycles on them means that you can ride down both ways. That seems to be the thing. It's like up on the right there, I don't know if you can see on the wall, there's like arrows in both ways, but for cars it's all like one-way streets. here. I just can't get over it. Oh, right, I want to go left somewhere. Going on. I don't think this person wants to park. Oh, it seems like UP is behind. So, the clock tower there. Well, not clock tower, it's just a tower. Up there. Very pretty view. Okay, I'm going to go have a look at this other tower, head towards the left, and see what that is, because I saw that earlier. This is the one I was originally aiming for. Got distracted, well not distracted, got treated to the other tower. So now I'll head to this one. I'll let the lorry through. This one seems perhaps a bit more like a church. That cross seems to be giving it away. Rather lovely church though, or cathedral. I'm not sure which it is, but yes, rather pretty. Lovely trees here. Showing out some of the traffic using this road. He's left his door open. That's not very good. But yeah, very pretty. The horse and carts are out again. They were out last night. I think they're just giving people tours around the town. It's a rather nice way to see the town, I would imagine. On a horse and cart, rather unique. Well, I don't know, maybe it's not unique, maybe loads of places do it, but it seems like a nice way to have a look around anyway. There's so many bikes parked up as well. So now time to head out of Bruges and on to Zeebrugge, I'm not sure pronunciation, I think it's Zeebrugge, that's how I've heard it. Anyway, I'm going to head there today as I'm in the area, not too far up the road, and then we'll make our way to the Netherlands. I think I've mounted the GoPro at a lopsided angle. But hello, you join me on the outskirts of Bruges, or outside of Bruges now I suppose, on this lovely red bi-directional bike lane separated from the main road by a nice grassy verge. Got lovely trees for shade. I'm just taking it slow for the moment. But yeah, very nice out here so far. Bike lanes all the way out of town, which from a UK perspective is like almost unheard of. And they actually, you know, take you so far where I want to go, which is good. Anyway, yes, it's pleasant out here. Now riding into a small town or large village, I think it's more of a small town really. And even here the bike lane continues, so this person's been very helpful. And the first back for me, so I can keep going. How wonderful. You don't get that in the UK, that's for sure. There's a fences up, is there a bank going on at some point? And this guy. But yeah, it's quite a nice, quaint little village. It's really bizarre because half of it looks like new, but it also looks kind of old at the same time. Apparently it's Dudel, is that? Okay. Or Dudsel, something like that. Seems nice enough. Oh, we've got some cobbles here. Anyway, I've got to hang a left over this way. halfway, we're just over or about halfway there, so not got too far to go. So we're riding up another bike path. This time we're next to like double canals with trees on the left. There's a lot of docklands as well through the trees. I think a bit difficult to see from the GoPro angle, but yeah, it is going rather well. Still extremely flat and straight, like very pretty. But yeah, it feels like some of these paths go on for an eternity almost. Not a complaint, just an observation that they do go on very straight for a long time. I suppose it's an efficient way of getting around. The straighter you can make something. But yeah, it's very nice. About 20 minutes away now from Bruges, so yeah, shouldn't be too long until we get there. We're going to get some snacks and have a look around, I think. Something to drink mostly. I think yesterday I didn't drink enough. So that's what we're going to try and improve on today. Well, we're getting close now. There is this massive lifting bridge that's just lifted for what is quite honestly a pretty low barge that's gone through. I don't know, is there another ship coming through? There's a lot of docklands here. Very, well, I was going to say tall, but I suppose it's also very long. And going over a bridge, lifting bridge I was waiting at before, has still not moved back into a lower position, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're waiting for another boat, maybe something else, I don't know. But we made it over, heading into the town centre. 5 minutes away. Well, this is quite nice, the marina. Oh no, not more cobbles. Getting used to those. We go alongside and just sit here on this, I guess it looks like a bench, and admire the view. So lunch finished, time to head to the Netherlands, and that means goodbye to Zeebrugge. It's fairly quaint in places. I do like this little marina. It's not the prettiest town in the world, but it's not the ugliest either. I wouldn't say you'd want to spend an entire holiday here, but if you're in the area, it's worth a little look around. So we are riding towards the Netherlands still. Still in Belgium though. And I'm just going through this very small town. Very wide road going through the middle. I wonder if anything got demolished or if they just had all this space. But they've also got this massive bike lane through the town with, as far as I can see, very little people about. You know, there's houses, but again, I'm just staggered by how much bike lanes there are. Nobody coming. Opposite road, that's good. Continuing straight on. Still a bike path next to it. This is a bit like what you get up to Pinder from Brighton, although there's more barrier here, so that's at least good. And so we've just crossed into Netherlands. So that's it, that's country number 4. This is the final country of this journey, but this isn't the last stop on the tour. Still got a couple of days left, so let's keep moving. Got a boat to catch somewhere. I don't know what the times are on those, but that's an hour away. But yes, finally made it to the Netherlands on 2 wheels all the way from Dover, minus a ferry. 18 k's to the boat. Hasn't changed a whole lot from Belgium, or at least recent Belgium. Still windy, still flat. Nicer bike path though, immediately. Not a whole world of difference, but definitely nicer, that's for sure. Going back off road, so going to pick up some more dust today. I can see a river and the sea. I've got a slightly higher point of view, so I don't know if the GoPro can see it through the bushes, but yeah, definitely by the coast now. Getting close to where I need to catch the boat from, to the other side of, I don't know what body of water this is. It could be sea / a river. But yeah, only a kilometre away, 3 minutes apparently. I've just seen a boat coming towards it, so I think that might be it. Oh, they're catching the boat, I've just missed it. It's been really nice as part of Zealand. Well, made it to where the ferry leaves from. Just hope I've made it in time to board before it leaves. Morning everyone, day 3 of this journey, and today we are heading to Rotterdam, longest day of my trip. Just riding away from the hostel for night 2. In this small town, oh this is a nice view. Yes, in this small town called Vlissingen. Probably not pronouncing that right, or definitely not pronouncing that right, but yes, very nice town actually. I only booked here because it was sort of on the way and had a cheap hostel, but actually pretty nice here, I have to say. Would recommend if you're in the area stopping off here for whatever reason you might have. But yeah, nice seaside resort. Obviously was on the boat yesterday, which I did film some of, but yeah, very nice place, would recommend. There was a lovely sunset yesterday as well, Took some photos of that. But yeah, we are on the move. Got just over 100 kilometers today, which yeah is the longest day, and just enjoying riding. Are we going left on this road or the next one? Next one. Actually, I'm going to go straight and then left later because there is this interesting boat in front, and I'm like, let's go have a look at the boat quickly. It's quite cool. Don't know what the boat is for exactly, but yeah, nice little boat there. I feel like this place must have been, oh, it's the HRMS Mercure Museum. That boat, it says on the side, so it's some sort of thing, some sort of boat museum, old boat. But yeah, this seems like it used to be a more important, like, harbour town than it is currently. And yeah, now it's a nice seaside resort. That's a pretty interesting little crane there. Yellow, seems like a train crane. Pretty cool. This is a very nice path next to the canal. It's a very wide canal. Almost, well, I don't know. It's hard to tell these whether they're canals or rivers because they're all so straight. I think they're definitely started as rivers. Unless this is all just flood management. Very possible, but yeah, it is lovely. Separated from the main road to our left by these lovely trees. Very nice place to be. And I'm the only one in this country wearing a helmet, which is quite amusing. But oh well, you need them for the UK, and easier to wear it than to carry it on my back or on my crate. So yeah. Now into a sort of park area here in the middle of the town, in Middelburg now. Again, sorry if my pronunciation ain't amazing, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Very anglicised way. But yeah, oh, it's a lovely view. Little river on the left, a bit difficult to see on the GoPro. And yeah, it's just a nice path. So we've been riding for, actually I don't know, I should have checked open Strava before I started. Been riding for, go away Google. We've been riding for 12 miles now since we left the hostel. On the left here is this sand dune and then the North Sea. At least I'm pretty sure it's the North Sea here now. Still got many kilometres to go, probably about 70 k's to my next place. There's a lot of water on the right here. I think this is one of like the sea defences that the Dutch are so famous for. At least that's what I would assume, since you know this is a narrow strip of land, it seems like on Google Maps. It's also very windy. I think you should be able to see there are wind turbines in the distance. That tells you it's pretty windy, because you wouldn't want to build wind turbines in a place with no wind, because you'd never generate any electricity. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of wind turbines on this trip, which means it's very windy. I mean, I do think they're cool to see, but I have to cycle in the same wind that the wind turbines generate from. But the Dutch bike lanes so far have been very good, I have to say. I spy a seawall in the distance there by the wind turbines. That's pretty cool. Wow, it's huge. Currently on 15 miles, so we're still going. Lots of sea here. Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely still windy, but wow, that seawall is pretty cool. And here we go onto the seawall. That's it, we've crossed the first seawall of the day. I think there's one more to come still. And now we have another piece of seawall to ride over. It looks very similar to the previous one, but it's still a nice view of the sea. I do like a view of the sea. Still windy. It's not the worst winds I've ever had, but yes, it is windy along here. And we have another one coming up as well. And on to seawall number 3 now. There's a sign there for a river that said Hammond, so I assume this is part of the River Hammond somewhere. I mean, on the right it's all just massive, basically sea or lake. I suppose it is just the sea that they built a wall and some land on out here. So yes, definitely sea, but there's a River Hammond somewhere that leads here. And there we go, that's another seawall crossed and off onto dry land again. So we're no longer on the seawalls, we're now on some countryside roads, heading still towards Rotterdam. Still got quite a way to go. It looks like there's a campground and mini golf centre on the left here. Still on some very good bike lanes as well, that parallel what seem like some main roads. You wouldn't get this in the UK, that's for sure. But yes, it's very nice route so far. I just following Google Maps. I did try planning a route in Komoot, and then it looked like you had to pay to actually navigate with their apps. I was like, I'm not paying 20 quid or whatever it is for the map. I'll just use Google Maps and hope it works. And so far it's worked great in Belgium and the Netherlands. A couple of times it went a bit odd and I just thought, oh, I'll just follow where all the people are going. But other than that, it's been pretty good. I've been very impressed. So I've just had a quick stop off at Aldi for a pain au chocolat or chocolat and a Fanta. So that was nice. Lots of bike parking there, which is always good. Obviously being in the Netherlands, you would assume that, but yeah, good to confirm. Back out on the roads now. This seems to be more of some people have described these roads as being a game of Frogger, because cars basically go down the middle, avoiding bicycles on either side and each other. At least nice that they've got some paint here on on this country road. Can I get through here? Google seems to think I can. But there's a fence. There is a sign there. So perhaps I'll just have to follow the sign. And it will take me to where I'm going. We'll go with that. Pizzas. Let's follow the sign for pizzas then. Update, we are still moving, still rolling, and we have come back to the seawalls now. Oh, it sounds like there's a dam according to that side, somewhere on the right. I don't see the dam yet. But yeah, lovely view of the sea, lots of sea out there. And we're back to having the strong headwinds, but enjoying the views. Just consumed picnic break number 2. Oh, there's a wasp on me. Get off. Anyway, just consumed picnic break number 2 in the car park of this supermarket, using my pannier rack as a picnic bench, which is pretty handy. Gonna get moving in a minute. And in there they have a machine that pays you to recycle your bottles. I've seen a similar thing in Germany. Plus we have a windmill in the background. Rather nice place to have a picnic as car parks go. Anyway, let's get back on the move to Rotterdam. So we're moving again, leaving the shopping centre, it's really just a supermarket, and we're on our way. German. I've been seeing a lot of German cars around here. I assume they're also on holiday, similarly to me, enjoying the Dutch scenery. It is very pretty. Nice houses, nice roads, nice bike lanes. Not all. I would say Belgium had some better lanes, at least in the parts where I had. Some of these are like sort of mixed, like paint on the sides of the roads, whereas I think Belgium in some places was better at separating the bikes from the cars. Although this still far exceeds the UK, especially on these roundabouts. They are near continuous. Oh wow, that's the first cycle sign I've seen for Rotterdam. Anyway, yes, first sign for a cycle route pointing me towards Rotterdam. Seen a lot of car signs pointing me there, so I guess that means we're getting closer than we were earlier, at least. And yeah, leaving the town now to go and continue on the route. I also filled up my water bottle with a plastic water bottle I bought, because I don't want to carry 2 bottles, but also because it's quite hard to find taps. I haven't found any yet. Maybe there's an online app you can get that shows you where you can fill up water for free, but I haven't bothered to check. So yeah, bought a plastic bottle. Also, like I said, they had the change things. I got 40 cents back, but I paid €6. So you win some, you lose some, I suppose. Anyway, we're continuing on with this journey. I'll touch back in with you when I have something to report. Another interesting scenery update for you. There's cannons on the right, and there's a lovely canal again here. Oh no, I'm about to leave the shade of the trees. Ah, sun! It's very warm today. I don't actually know how warm. It'll say on my phone screen, won't it? No, it won't. Shame. 27. in the town that I stayed in last night. So yeah, it's about 30 degrees. It's very warm. I mean, the wind helps keep you cool a bit. But yeah, it's a warm day. Seeing cycling signs for Rotterdam again, 43. I assume that's kilometres. Until we get there. So yeah, not bad. Not far to go now. I mean, 40 kilometres is still a long way by bike, but it's not as long as it once was when I left the ferry in Dunkirk a couple of days ago. Nor is it as long as it was when I left this morning. I think I've gone about halfway already. Probably more. And would you guess it, we're on another seawall. This one's a different design to the others. Still got some nice views of the sea though. And we're off the seawall back onto a bit of dry land. I suppose it's the end of the seawall, but I feel like there's grass now, so we're basically on land. Interesting paralleling a motorway. It's not as scary as it would have been in the UK. Better barriers here than you would get, especially on the A23 out of Brighton. There you get a lot of like motorway traffic. It's very thin, basically a pavement, much thinner than half of this even. Designed for two-way bike traffic and people like on foot. And yeah, it's just not as good. I'm going handheld on the camera here briefly because we have a hitchhiker, little ladybird, on my phone charger. So yeah, there's my phone navigating us. This is the current road, not far on from that river or sea wall, even river wall. Yeah, still going. There's the GoPro mount I've been using this whole trip, and my top tube bag. So yeah, we got a passenger, only a small one. I don't think I'll build them. And we're still going through the Netherlands. We're starting to get more urban again now. Getting much closer to Rotterdam. A novelty bridge place where if you look on the banknote it matches the bridge. That's because these bridges here, you can see another one over there and then down there as well, and there's some on the other side of this housing development, but basically they themed them after the notes on the back, well sorry, after the bridges on the back of the Euro banknotes. So yeah, that's what I came to see on my way down to Rotterdam, or way up to Rotterdam even, and that is banknote bridges. And then the other side here is based on the €5 note. So as you can see, it's got the same sort of arch pattern there on the bridge. The other side was the 20, and then there's the yellow one, which I believe is the 100 or €200 note. Anyway, gonna head off into Rotterdam itself now. So that's a goodbye to the Euro note bridges, and off we go to Rotterdam. 22 kilometres to my accommodation via another big bridge, the Erasmusbrug, which should be about an hour and 15 minutes ride. So should get there by 6 roughly. This is a steep hill for the Netherlands. Here's another bigger bridge we're going to be going over. Looks like this one can lift up as well. It's like a lift basically, and so it can be raised for ships. Looks like the river is called the Maas. Does this mean, oh, Oudmaas. Does this mean it goes to Maastricht? Maastricht. Sounds logical. Definitely not a fan of mopeds being allowed on bike lanes in the Netherlands. think it's gonna lift. And there's the bridge raised. You can see the bridge deck high in the air. Oh, nice shade here. Anyway, we're continuing on our journey. Already on 62 miles today. We got 20 kilometers to go, which is probably over 10 miles still. So yeah, a bit of a distance. Yes, it's definitely over 10 miles, but anyway, yeah, a bit of a distance. But at least it's a pretty flat distance, so that's good. So ahead is the Erasmusberg, which is a big bridge into Rotterdam, or within Rotterdam, and we're about to go over it. Nearly at the accommodation for tonight in the cube houses. It's the hostel for today. So it's the next day, day 4, and I'm enjoying Rotterdam. Currently at the top, or not quite the top is up there. You go up a spinning tower thing, like a spinning pod capsule. Pretty cool. But I'm having a view of Rotterdam from the Euromast, so you can see all the docklands out that way towards the sea. And then if you come around this way, you get a very good view of the city. There's this lovely like big park. You can see down there the bike lanes. Obviously making cycle videos, got to point out that. Then you got like the barge going down the river there, some of them carrying like proper containers, and then there's the city. You can see the bridge that I went over yesterday, tall buildings over here in the city, and yeah, it's a very, very good view up here. Okay, got my bike and got everything else. Now walking down the ramp to go and leave. Thanks, sorry for interrupting me. So yeah, that's it. Leaving Rotterdam. Got an hour and 40 to my ferry back to the UK. It's an overnight boat, so I get my own private room, or at least that's what I've booked. So hopefully that comes to fruition. See that red bridge we walked over earlier? I say we, I mean me and the camera, so effectively you were all with me, whoever's watching this. So yeah, it's down here, and we get to ride our last few miles in the Netherlands. So we've done a third of the journey now, only 20 kilometers left to the ferry port, and it's definitely starting to get more industrial out this way. A lot more docks and lorries about, yet still there is this lovely wide bike lane and also a railway line to our right. So yes, very nice out here still. Still quite warm, but glad to be riding rather than walking out here, because my feet from all that walking are getting painful. Nice to have a bit of a relax. I find cycling so much easier than walking, because you can let the bike take some momentum for a bit, which makes it a little bit easier. So it's really getting industrial here. We're next to the river. This is, I think, further up the same river towards the ocean that was in Rotterdam. And this, as you can see on the left, is a lot of dock area and sort of harbours. There's like a cargo barge right to the left, which I'm not sure is on the camera, but we seem to be going about the same pace, me and this cargo barge. Perhaps it will speed up as it gets further down the river. Perhaps not, I don't know. But we're going well, about halfway to the ferry port now. It says we should arrive there about 6:30 roughly. And yeah, just having a good ride over. No longer next to the river, I'm on this other fietspad because there was a blockage. Luckily, it's a very nice path to be on, and just had to go like basically up a little grassy verge and then up to here. I think I'm going to try follow this path. They basically lead to the same place, so it seems like people are using this one. It must stay open, at least for some time. And up in the distance there are two ferries. One of them is my ride back to the UK. Also on the left is a barge, and now I'm wondering if that's the same barge from earlier or a different one. There's every chance that it could be a different one, but if it is the same one, that's rather amusing. At least for me personally, I'm like, wow, all that way and we're still in the same positions. Okay, getting much closer now to the ferry. You can see them on the left there. I believe mine is the Stena Hollandica. So at least we get a Dutch named ship for the journey back, which is quite fitting. It's almost, well, it is quite sad to be leaving at the end of my first bikepacking trip, plus some sightseeing in Rotterdam. And it's nearly over.